For those of you who missed this week's episode of the Shadowspark Chronicles, here's what happened. The party searches the rubble of Justinian's house in the hopes of finding Justinian's parents. Fortunately, no bodies are found by Bishop or Gwenton, and the city guard eventually shows up with his parents. Anaximander leads the guard to the library, where they see the inside restored and the ghostly librarians now made flesh. The party goes back into the basement to look at the altar where the ley lines were converging, and found that it was more destroyed, more energy was flowing out. The party then contacts Drusilla to let her know about the situation. Securing the area and sealing off the library, they head back to the ship. However, Bishop decides to go off on himself and check on Gaz's workshop and returns to the ship. Marsland then has a dream where he talks to Ogma. Tune into the episode to find out what happened. Justinian shows Marsland his new book, and Marsland is dumbfounded on the contents while Justinian reads it fluently. They move into a discussion on the sword, and Marsland discloses that the sword is one of the echoes of redemption. They decide to meet with the rest of the party. Marsland regales the team with his dream of Ogma, where Fane Shadowspark is alive and has been banished to Das Khaldun. In Das Khaldun, Cyric has been visiting him to empower him. He, aka Marsland, then discloses that there are 5 echoes of redemption. The first is the Chronicles of Light, which are the 7 books that Fane has desecrated and made into the Shadowspark Chronicles. The second is Ferondus' sword, which the party already has, but we need to reforge. Third is the Reverent Aegis, held by a shadow dragon, Malarak. Fourth is the Gauntlets of Tranquility that is locked deep in Mechanus. Finally is the Cudgel of Virtue, and that is now safely tucked away in the 9 Hells. Overwhelmed by the circumstances, the party eventually decides to head to the Arboreum to reforge the sword of Ferondus. As they travel, a storm surrounds them, and they decide to land on an island west of Dirni and try to summon the Pillar of Water. Anaximander willingly becomes the drowning victim needed to summon. Ishtab accepts the summoning and talks with the party, while Anaximander tries to reason with them to get him to go to sleep per his sister's wishes. He declines vehemently, and before he can act, Bishop attacks. Please join us every Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as we continue with the ongoing adventures of the Shadowspark Chronicles. And as always, we'll see you in the dungeon.